1989 Chevrolet K5 Blazer. Don't let the grill confuse you. It is a Chevy, not a GMC. Found this thing parked for 7 years. That was 3 years ago, so I'm trying to bring you guys back up to speed on this whole girl. But this is my first official vehicle I ever had. Drove this thing through high school. Did a little horse trading, partial trade, cash. Got myself first Cummins. Weird happenstance, this thing was left for dead because it lost second gear. And somehow I ended up with it back. So stick around to the end of the video. Gotta see if this old girl will fire and see if it's still roadworthy after 7 years of being parked. That's wrong actually right there. And there's a story behind that. This is technically my first vehicle. This belonged to my grandpa. He bought one of these brand new in 1990. Looked just like this. And somebody ran a stoplight and totaled it for him. He found this one on Craigslist. He bought it and he never really drove it. And in about 2009, I pulled it out. I had to do some work to it and get it back up running. I started driving. I drove it for about a year and a half, 2 years. And in that time, it murdered a Lexus. It completely totaled a Lexus. A lady stopped in front of me, no blinker or nothing. 7 years, this thing's been sitting here. It used to have mint paint job. Yeah, so it's been sitting here ever since. It does have a decent little lift, like a 2-inch, 3-inch lift. It's got 33s on it. Some nice radio, mud terrains. These Goodrich. This thing, it's just a sweet freaking rig. Power everything, power lock, power windows. Thing's pretty mint, really, for an 89. It's got, thing says 220,000 miles on it now. I have no idea how many I drove it, but so it's been sitting here. Second gear's out, and through a series of bad events, it is now back in our possession. It needs some TLC, but I want to see. I brought my truck and some jumper cables today, and we're gonna see if it'll fire up. It does have a Chevy 350 in it, a longer stroke in it now, so stroke to 383. But my first rig was a 89 K5 Blazer. I'll start. Ooh, buddy. We'll do a little. Almost look like oil coming out the top there. Come on, stop moving. Oil still looks nice. It's a little full, over full. Come on, left hand, get it in there. Yeah. Come on, what the hell? So this battery, yeah, 2009. That's when I started driving it. So I'm gonna pull my truck up and we're gonna see if this bad boy will crank. Huh. Luckily the batteries is still lighting up in there, so. Oh crap. Let's see if we can shut that alarm off. Maybe not. I don't know if it'll. Got the jumpers hooked up, pulled the fuse on the alarm. Focus. Oh. Oh, don't die. Oh. All right. Oil pressure's good. Oh, that takes me back. Holy crap. Oh, I thought about putting a Cummins in this thing, but damn. Oh shit. Park it out there. All right, so I moved it a little bit. Oh, it doesn't even care. Sound of a V8. So good. I'm gonna run over this door. Yeah, buddy, just ran that door right over. Freaking tires still got air in them. Gonna be up Goodrich. Come on, boys. I am so freaking stoked. Oh, we better check the brakes. It's got some brakes. That's 60 pounds of oil pressure. That has not changed. Just pegged. Oh, it's got no second gear, so having it in second gear does us no good. Speedometer all over the place. Wow, that is annoying. It says we're doing 90. I wonder if I go faster if it'll actually fix that. Let's get this old girl back to the house. Oh, that plug is definitely fouled. Mixed with some definite old gas. What are you gonna do? It's fuel injected. Wow, corner brakes are slow. Maybe at some point that speedometer will just let go. Chevys, I mean, once I got a Dodge, I never really got another Chevy again. Always Mopar, Chrysler. How to get it to third gear? Let go of first, let go of the throttle. It'll skip second, go ahead and go to third. That speedometer! Woo! They're still going. Oil pressure is still great. We're almost up to temp. Maybe this thing will start putting out a little heat. It's getting cold out there. We're still doing 90. Stuck behind a landscape guy. Voltage is perfect. Burned a quarter tank so far. Had half a tank when we started this journey. Oh, I think we were in high gear there. So it's got 1, nothing, 3, 4. Overdrive works, and this thing still feels like a boat, but I'll tell you what, it brings back memories. Re-illustrate the timeline. I drove it from about 2009 till 2011, late 11. Quickly went into the next owner's hands. He ran it for a little while and lost second gear. Would have been an easy fix, but he himself ended up buying a Cummins, I believe. So he just drove that thing. This thing got parked, neglected. It was 7 years later before I picked it up, which would have been about 2018, 2019, something like that. I've had it for about 2.5 years back in my possession. It was left on one of our properties, and the guy, like, just got out of town, just left it there. Terrible tenant. It's gone. But the funny thing is, it was still registered in my dad's name because I was too young at the time to be responsible enough to have one of these things registered in my name. So it never really changed hands or nothing. I mean, it is cruising just absolutely perfectly, except for the speedometer. Kick down works beautiful. We get the cobwebs out of it a little bit driving it back to the house. That kick down. Come on, guys, just looking at me. I'm sorry. I just had to find a gravel road. He's not happy. That's not good. I got to turn around because I just wanted to see how the lights and everything were working, and this gravel road seemed like the best place to stop. I was fixing to do some drifting, and there happened to be one guy said no with his eyes. That's it. Oh, my one new headlight doesn't work. What the deal is that? The one that I replaced. Apparently those Sylvia high dollars are not that good. Let's check the backs. Listen to that idle. Taillights are checked. I like it. They even have a spot for your cellular device. Double cup holder. Man. Two things right now. Hit them buttons below. Let me know how you go about this. Again, if this was a Dodge, I'd know a lot more about it. But even though this was my first unit, doesn't mean I know it. Speedometer, I believe it's a cable. Get a new one of those, or the new whatever up in there. The second gear, is it a band? A second gear band like a Dodge? If it's that easy, then I could just swap one of those out, drop the pan. So comment it below, let me know. Oh, she's starting to pick up her burp again a little bit. Wow. That turtle model. Go down, window. I don't have a boop boop, but let's see that. What? The hell? Okay. Doubt it, but you never know. No, it won't do a burnout. It pushes right through the brakes. I think these are 33s. There was no chance. It just pushed right through the brakes. I felt the brakes go, nope, we're out. Well, the old gal was getting dangerously close to running out of fuel, so I don't want to stop in town. Being off the road for registration's 8 years out. Whew. I don't know if that'll fit. The old girl right here. Come on, get in there. Ooh, ooh. Will it fit? It fit. Man. There's one thing this truck wasn't afraid of. It was drinking fuel. Best I ever got with this thing, with this, well, it's not just regular 350, it's a stroke 350. So it means it's 383. Best I ever got, tiptoeing it like grandpa. Thing got 10. Just shy. It wasn't even an honest 10. It was like 9.8. 9.5. Just driving around the yard a little bit that I do here and there. I swear I gotta put 5 gallons in it every time I do. She's thirsty. Well, now that we got it topped off with fuel, let's take a trip down memory lane, because there's some significant details on this truck that I believe only I would know. Weird fact, I still had the second set of keys. First set was still in the truck, but that's still kind of cool. So like I said, this was my first rig through high school, out of high school, traded it to a guy for my first Cummins, my 96 that I've talked about a million times. But it is in fact a Chevy. Got the bow tie right there. It's got a GMC grill on it. Well, I was never rich, still not rich. I got a grill off a GMC to replace the Chevy one. And why did I do that? Well, somebody stopped in front of me abruptly when I was headed to work one day. No signals, no nothing. They just decided to stop. Even realized that they were going to go across oncoming traffic. They were a little crooked in the road. Tagged them. Wrinkled this fender. Busted one headlight. Got a hand-me-down grill. Slapped that in there. See, this headlight is different than that one there. That one's a Sylvia halogen. and that one's that's a guide halogen. I mean, that one's sealed beam. So was that one, but you could tell. Switched the headlight, pulled the fender back up off the door, so when he slammed the door, it doesn't quite fit perfect because I need to do. Oh, that time it obviously closed all the way, but oh, okay. Well, make me a liar then. Normally, it does that. You can see the alignment's just a little bit off. It pushed the hinge just a little bit, moved the door just a touch. But when I traded it for that Cummins, it wasn't a full trade for the Cummins. That would have been a sweet deal. It was only a partial trade. And this thing, the guy drove it for a little bit. Second gear went out. And sadly, where you guys saw me pick it up, that's where it was parked for the next 7 years. I mean, it had beautiful paint job. Just look at the interior of this rig. So we're going to crawl in the back. We got some stuff to fix. But look at the seat. I mean, it's perfect. Everything's perfect on this rig. It does have, says 220. I have no idea what it was when I was 17 years old when I got this thing. And by the way, I am 29 years old right now. But the one thing that has never worked right is that thing needs alignment. Little sag right there. That's an aftermarket, I believe. So let's see here. You got your ignition key, got your door key, and that should act as back here. Just dead. Go inside. Throughout the 2+ years that I drove this truck, you have to go in here and hit the button. You got to key it on and hit that button. But I'll go on the back and show you that button did nothing. See the one right just chilling. Look at that. Somehow that's still there. That was senior year in high school. Dale gave me that as good luck. Just joking around in class. Clipped it on my hat. I think I left it on the hat for a little while, but I was like, I want to keep this good luck. Come to think of it, I got in a car accident a couple months later after that. I don't know if that thing was good luck, but I went ahead and put it up on this because I didn't want to lose it. Anyway, now there's something that I think only I would know. You see how this radiator bracket has been modified so it could be wider? They could not get the correct factory replacement for a Chevy, which doesn't make any sense at all. So I had to, what did I do on this one? I had to put a raise on it and slide it over. I had to hog the holes out and got a plate on the bottom. Got a new radiator in there. One of them all metal jobs, not plastic. Other thing, I don't know why Chevy did this, but they're the only ones that use those screw in the side of the post batteries. Pain in the butt to jump. I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing on the charger. The truck's been sitting for a minute. And if I'm gonna be messing with the ignition, I want it to have a little something going on. We're keying it on and off. I put these on it. These are from Harbor Freight. These are, they suck. I don't even think they still work. It goes 1, 2, 3. So number 8, or no, 1. How's that go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 6. 7 was real bad. It fell on that plug. Know that one? Because every once in a while the rig will start running a little trashy. I've swapped that plug. Clean it out at the very least. Oh yeah, this thing's got a killer sound system in it too. And it's got a custom doohickey to lower the back window. What in the hell? Whatever. So the back window always gave trouble on this thing. You know, 10 years ago when I drove this. And it wouldn't even work the other day at all. I had to get a drill gun on it to get it to work. Because you put a drill on it and she worked. Yeah, so we're here to fix that. At the very least today, we're here to fix that part. You gotta be real careful if you're doing this, so it just unscrews. Oh gosh, see what did I just say? Got a new one. Fresh from probably China. I don't know if there's anything more American than Chevy. But, oh, this side's plastic. That's great. Well, let's get this swapped out. I'll have to delete the hat. How did I do this last time? Did I do this with my hand? I don't know. This vehicle does hold the record for the most drills I had in one vehicle at a time. What was it? 11? 11 girls in this thing. That's a lot for a rig that only seats 5. Am I even on it? Yeah, that's it. If I gotta get out of this thing, I'll get another pair of pliers. I swear. Oh, thank you. It listened to me that time. Now, where? That thing's definitely all original. I don't know how you get to the key thing. More of an adventure. Oh, right in the face. Alright. This little guy just goes up in there and clicks on. Oh, look at that. I don't really care the fact that that's plastic. But again, the other one did fail, so maybe they know something new. Yeah. Oh yeah, but it never worked that good before. Just to think, it was a $20 dang cable. I'd always have to click, 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 clack. Come on. Ooh. Might need some silicone. Come on, baby. How dead are we? We're pretty dead. Well, maybe I'll watch a YouTube video on how to get to the key thing. I feel like it's just a tab or something. Disconnected. Back seat though, guys. Oh, why do you... What? There we go. That'll latch. It's like brand new. This was a fun high school rig, I tell you what. Cool to make money. And outside of high school for a couple years, I borrowed some money from my dad to buy bought a whole bunch of skateboards, a whole pallet, about 200 of them. Cost me 11 bucks a piece to do that after shipping. Went and took them with the skate park, because I went there a lot anyway. Sold those things for 25 bucks a piece with grip tape. It was about $10 profit. Sell a couple a week, cover gas money. Research, and I think we might have some bad news. But we're gonna test the little camera thing. Apparently that little switch gets corroded in there, and you're better off just buying a new one. So we're gonna stick a camera right up main. Come on, turn on. Today, okay. I just want to see if there's if the electrical connection is even hooked up to it. It is. I think. You can never point these things the right way. You always backwards. Yeah. Not a big deal. I'll have to open this thing back up, but I'm going to go ahead and button it up right now. I was really hoping this would be a quick fix. Yep.
Oh, you're talking about the video? Hi, guys.
You see it? It's plugged in.
Giant rat in there.
Dude, this thing, it was infested. Cleaned up good.
Slightly rat infestation.
Hey, you can't say nothing, bud. Your first vehicle is long gone.
What do you mean?
Where's your Toyota?
Oh, yeah, she's gone.
Where's your Toyota there, Skip?
She became a submarine. I made it a submarine, and then its life was built for being a submarine because the kid that bought it after me put it in the Yuba River.
Oh, it did. It had a life after you. I didn't even know that. So,
well, he took the motor out of it.
Oh, that's gone now.
His truck.
It's gone.
Then
it's
submarined
gone.
it.
It's gone.
The motor was meant for submarine.
I, like you, did get in an accident with my first vehicle as well, except for mine survived because America, Blazer, Chevy, Chevrolet survived.
It was derby time.
Yep. Wasn't that thing in a wreck before you even got it? Didn't David wreck that thing? Oh, I thought he did. Well, mine's still alive.
I think he like hit somebody or
what? Person?
I think he took the bumper off because he got smashed.
Oh. Well, all I was able to achieve here today was swap that out. I can't gain access to something that I need to order a part for anyway. The little key doesn't work to roll the window down from the back, so you got to key it on in there and hit the button in the cab. It's not convenient, but I mean, I drive this thing a lot. Huh? Who did? Oh, did he? He did buy it? Oh, cool. Everybody that watched the V-Belt and Sons video, his cousin did buy that Ford. Sucker. Who's this guy? Oh, yeah. That guy's like a proper ranch hand looking guy. Flatbed, 24 valve Cummins with a bike rack on the back. Oh, must have taken the wife. Or the nun. Probably so. Anyway, crying shame about this thing being parked. When I got it, it had been, honestly, it was probably parked for 5-6 years before I got it, but it was actually inside my grandpa's garage. So that would have been nice if it just got left in there, but it was brought out to the world and got used and abused. Paint has left the building, but the interior is 95% perfect. It is in great shape. Overall, it's got second gear replaced and paint, probably a fender, and obviously get a Chevrolet grill. This will be a good truck again. Something that, I mean, honestly, this would be a run to the parts store, go to town truck. I don't mind it one bit, and I'm actually very excited to, resave it again. See if I can draw up some photos when I first got this thing, because it was absolutely cherry. I think the only thing that was an issue when I first got it was right here. The paint was chipping a little bit. But it does have a couple-inch lift. Supposedly a slightly built trans, but I have no idea. This thing picked it up. I don't know. My grandpa had one identical to this in 1990. It got wrecked. So he bought this thing used, and he never drove it. And then I got a hold of it, horse traded it off, ended up with it back. So I got Grandpa's truck, and I got Grandpa's Blazer. This is code word, the bus is what my grandpa called it. So that's what we'll refer to now. Look forward to this thing in the future, getting restored. It's probably one of the less detailed restore jobs that we're going to need. We'll get it though. Thank you guys for watching. Please consider subscribing. It's free. We'll see you guys next one.